Hey guys, David here, and welcome to Digital Outlook. Guys, do we have an amazing show for you today? United Arab Emirates and India utilize XRP for global trade. So guys, let's get to it. So guys, something that we have all witnessed just over the past week are some major announcements after we got that finalized decision out of Judge Annalisa Torres, and the SEC did not get their $2 billion fine, but it was reduced down to what, $125 million, and on-demand liquidity, XRP being sold to institutions, was not categorically banned. Well, guys, we saw some massive news come out where by 2025, Japan is going to be utilizing XRP right across their country. Well, guys, something else has happened recently where the United Arab Emirates and India went out there and did a major oil transaction. And guys, guess what? They did it on the XRP ledger utilizing XRP. Just check this article out right over here. United Arab Emirates and India use XRP, not US dollar, in historic oil trade. We're talking global trade and major deal. Now listen to this. India and the United Arab Emirates have just made history by completing a crude oil deal that skipped the US dollar entirely. And of course, we're talking about the ongoing de-dollarization around the wide world. And listen to this, opting for XRP instead. India paid for oil from the United Arab Emirates using their local currencies, but the transaction was run through the XRP ledger system. This system reportedly even rewards users with crypto trading fund tokens as cash back. Well, I don't know about that. I haven't seen that bit. I don't know about the transaction that they use, but listen here. The BRICS nations, which now include the United Arab Emirates after its membership expansion in 2024, are leading the charge to de-dollarization. The motivation is clear. They want economic independence. The US dollar has long been the world's go-to currency, but recently geopolitical tensions and sanctions, of course, have made so many countries stressed. Ripple has partnered with the Dubai International Financial Center to link up the next wave of developers with the DIFC Innovation Hub, the biggest innovation community in the region of the United Arab Emirates, housing over 1,000 tech startups, digital labs, venture capital firms, regulators, of course, and educational groups. Now, Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple CEO, said, "The UAE is one of the most advanced jurisdictions globally when it comes to offering regulatory clarity for licensed firms to offer virtual asset services." And guys, as it ever exploded. And in fact, Ripple received that license with the DIFC so that they could literally use XRP in these kind of global transactions. Now, Ripple is putting its money where its mouth is too. The company has committed $1 billion XRP to fund the development of new use cases on the XRP ledger. In fact, it wasn't just 1 billion XRP, it was 1 billion in cash reserves. And of course, that's what they're doing. Now listen to this here. For years, the US dollar has been the king of global finance, but that crown is starting to slip, and boy, can we ever see it. The US has been using its financial system, of course, as a weapon, imposing sanctions on countries like Russia and Iran. This has made other nations, especially those in BRICS countries, think twice about putting all their eggs in the dollar basket. Now, Russian President Vladimir Putin even called dethroning the dollar irreversible and said it's gaining pace. And guys, you have heard us say on this channel that as far as the dollar is concerned, it has literally lost that global reserves currency status. In fact, as far as we can tell, it's absolutely dead, guys. We just not have had the funeral yet. At least that's how I kind of look at it. Now, there's also a growing push within BRICS to trade using local currencies instead of the dollar. Brazilian President Luiz, and I'm not sure if I can actually pronounce this, guys, Lula da Silva, has been open about this, questioning why countries need to use the dollar at all. He's not alone. Many leaders within BRICS share this sentiment. Then there's the talk of creating a new BRICS currency. And of course, we know that that one has been bandied about it being distributed ledger technology based. The idea is to have a currency that all BRICS nations can use for trade, bypassing the dollar entirely. But while the idea sounds great in theory, there are a lot of blocks to clear before it becomes an absolute reality. The economic conditions of BRICS nations vary widely and are creating a unified monetary system is no small feat, but guys, they are on their way. And this is a massive, massive development where you are seeing a global trade in oil, mind you. Get that? Because of course, what happened? The US dollar had that world reserve currency status. Why? Because it was the petrodollar, right? It was that agreement with Saudi Arabia that Henry Kissinger went and made in the 70s that oil would not be sold on the global market outside US dollar denominated trades. Well, guys, that is off the table. And in fact, this is the second time you have seen a digital asset used to complete those purchases. The first time it was China working with France. And what did they do? They went and sold them tons of liquid natural petroleum, and they utilized the digital yuan to do it. And here we're watching the United Arab Emirates and India utilizing the XRP ledger and XRP to finalize a global trade in oil. This is massive, guys. We are seeing things change right before our very eyes, and it has happened in rapid pace. Now, just check this article out right here. XRP Exchange Traded Fund getting closer with this new major development. And listen to this. Chicago cryptocurrency derivatives exchange Bitnomial is set to launch US dollar cash-settled future contracts for the XRP cryptocurrency under the XUS ticker. But Bitnomial has notified the CFTC that the new product is intended to trade after August 13th, so after today. The execution of these futures will take place on the exchange's electronic trading platform. The contracts will be cleared through a derivatives clearing organization that is registered with the Commodities Futures and Trading Commission, the CFTC. Now listen to this here. The exchange has noted that XRP is already being traded on several domestic and foreign markets, which is why manipulation is unlikely. Now, Bitnomial will publish trading volumes recorded by these futures as well as open interest levels on a daily basis. And guys, what has just happened with the Chicago Mercantile Exchange and the derivatives for XRP? Did they not just post, hey, we're going to track these movements and dollars for XRP so that traders can get in there and literally see things happen in real time? Absolutely, they did. Do you think these kind of developments are coincidental? Come on, guys. In December, the CFTC greenlit Bitnomial's application to register as a DCO, which made it possible for it to offer options and margin futures. There were some concerns about potential conflicts of interest, and one of the commissioners ended up voting against Bitnomial's application. Now, prior to that, it was allowed to list futures and options in 2020. It joined such names as CME, CBOE, and Bakkt. In May, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse stated that the launch of an XRP-based exchange-traded product was in inevitable in the United States. However, as reported by You Today, prominent ETF analyst Nate Geraci explained that regulated futures contracts are a must for a certain altcoin before it can experience some exchange-traded fund buzz. Hence, Betnomial's new product could be a major step towards the introduction of an XRP exchange-traded fund in the US. Guys, it would not surprise me if within the next 6 to 12 months we absolutely see that XRP gets an ETF in this space. And I'm telling you guys, whether we like it or not, that is where it is going. Remember, it is the major shakers and players that are genuinely going to move this market. Do you think that retail is moving the billions upon billions of dollars of XRP every day? Guys, it is not. Institutions are already moving it. And I'll tell you what, you see this kind of thing happen right over here with these ETFs. What are you talking about, guys? You're talking about institutional adoptions for those agencies that cannot touch it because of fiduciary responsibility. And what are we talking about? Pension plans, hedge funds, and that. But you issue ETFs where the spot ETF is required to hold the underlying asset, you absolutely can get those agencies in there. And we've seen it with the Bitcoin ETF, didn't we? Guys, big things are taking place now. Listen to this right here. XRP hits new adoption milestone, over 60 billion token held in accounts. Listen to this right here. Ripple's XRP has once again made headlines by achieving a significant adoption milestone. Data from the XRP Ledger Services reveals that the total number of XRP tokens held in various accounts has surpassed 60 billion, a valuation exceeding 34 billion at current rates. The statistics show that there are close to 5.3 million XRP accounts, and get this, guys, with a mere 2,400 of those accounts holding a zero balance. So the rest of them all are holding XRP. This milestone marks a considerable increase since XRP crossed the 5 million accounts landmark at the start of 2024. The 60 billion tokens include all XRP stored in wallets covering those held by Ripple's labs, institutions, and other entities not actively trading the asset. The current circulating supply stands at a little over 56 billion, with a maximum supply set, of course, at 100 billion, and no more are ever going to be created. Don't matter what kind of FUD that you're hearing, there are not going to be any more than 100 billion. Could there be less? Oh yeah, they could burn some like XLM did, but there's not going to be any more. Now, Ripple's systematic release of XRP from escrow allows for up to 1 billion tokens to be unlocked monthly. But of course, they take the majority of that and it gets locked back up in escrow. And a smaller amount actually enters the market due to allocations for business operations, on-demand liquidity, Ripple payments, partnerships, and sales. Recently, Ripple released its monthly allocation of XRP tokens. Interestingly, despite the increased circulating supply, XRP's valuation remains stable. This stability can be attributed to the predictable nature of the token release, which allows investors to anticipate and prepare for such changes, thus mitigating significant price volatility. XRP was at the forefront of market gains last week following a key court decision in the ongoing legal battle between Ripple and the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. Of course, we know Judge Torres came out and said the fine's only going to be $125 million and nowhere near that $2 billion sought by the SEC. Now, following the legal victory, XRP price surged 20%, reaching near 64%. However, this upward momentum was short-lived as the price retraced below 55, eventually stabilizing around 57. According to CoinGecko data, despite this recent dip, market analysts remain optimistic about XRP's prospects. For instance, an analyst using the handle Flash on social media X predict that XRP could reach $2 if it surpasses the 200-day weighted moving average, which would be a short-term stop before it literally blasts off, according to a lot of these TA guys. Now, another analyst Crypto Tony identified 66 cents as a crucial resistance level, beyond which a substantial upward movement might occur. In summary, Ripple's XRP continues to demonstrate resilience and potential for growth despite regulatory challenges and market fluctuations. Think about it, guys. The entirety of that time that it was under the scrutiny of that SEC lawsuit, never once did it ever leave the top 10 for market cap in the entirety of this digital asset space. Now that is phenomenal. With ongoing legal developments and positive analyst forecasts, XRP remains a key player to watch in the cryptocurrency landscapes. Investors should stay informed and consider both short-term movements and long-term potential when making investment decisions. Guys, you are watching some big-time deals happen right now, and literally we could see, if we're starting to see some of this adoption as it's happening worldwide, I suspect we're going to see, like I said, in the next 6 to 12 months, these kind of products, these exchange traded funds, and like Brad Garlinghouse says, perhaps even a basket of these things being out there. It would not surprise me one itsy bitsy bit if this space literally got its own indices. I think it's going to be that powerful. And guys, when you consider that XRP right now, especially when we read about Japan by 2025 adopting it nationwide, you got the United Arab Emirates and India using XRP for a historic oil trade. It is absolutely mind-bending what's coming. I genuinely believe it. And I'll tell you what, Judy and I cannot wait to get in those seats, buckle up, and take the ride of our lives. So guys, as we can all tell, adoption in this space is picking up big time. And one thing we all know is if you fail to plan, then you're really planning to fail. And that is why it is so vitally important that you get your plan in place. And what our coaching program offers, that is where you and I can meet personally one-on-one for 1 hour over Zoom. And during that time, I share with you our personal journey in that last bull run and what enabled Judy and I to experience some amazing financial success. I share with you the mistakes we made so that you don't have to fall into the same pitfalls we did. We take a look at your portfolio and make sure that it's balanced towards your goals, and we work together to develop your exit strategy. We can even get your assets off an exchange and onto a hardware wallet, along with delivering to you some amazing techniques that are really going to help you in this space. Now, the cost of that is $250, and if that's something that interests you, you write me right there at coaching@thedigitaloutlook.com, and we'll get you all booked in. So guys, I truly hope that you enjoyed today's video, and as always, it's not financial advice, it's just my 2 cents. Hit the like and subscribe and drop your comments right down there in the comment section, and I'll catch you in the next one.